Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia, episode 21 of the second season. So yeah, last time we received a ton of information about the One for All. I was so excited to see that episode and it delivered. Yes, I know I wanted more, but I always want more. Because yes, I want to know more and more about this universe because it's sincerely fascinating. Yeah, it was a lot of information I could just try to decipher, try to understand it, and yes, it was marvelous. And yeah, the last episode lasts more than an hour of me talking. Well, not an hour of me talking, but I really stretched that out because I have so many things I have to say, and the majority of me speaking was about the last, I don't know, 7 minutes of the episode before, of course, the extra scene. So yeah, I spoke a lot, but it really was, well, the topic gave me that information of that capability because yes, all the information I could decipher, all that I could interpret, and not just from this episode because yes, we receive a lot of information in this episode, but in the last episode, sorry. But that, of course, gave me a lot of answers from previous episodes as to why it happened like that or something. So yes, this clarifies so many things, but again, it gave you a lot, and I mean a lot of questions, like what exactly happened to the predecessor of All Might? Who were the predecessors, the previous holders of the One for All? How was the brother? Exactly how he select the next one, because yeah, it must be hard to find somebody with that sense of justice just like you. So yeah, a lot more questions that I hope will be answering, well, the show will be answering them in future episodes. When, I don't know, but yeah, let's cut this and just watch the next episode, shall we? Holy! Holy! Wow! That is extreme. Oh. Oh. Seriously? Of course you will think that. Oh, written and practical. Oh, that's neat. What? What are those? Those are the places in the class? Midterm. Yeah, I guess that is. Yes, it's going to be different. Oh, number 9! Between the top 10! Okay, I love it. Which one? 4th! Yes! Well, it makes sense. But who's... Holy... Who's first then? 5th? Yeah, because they are at the top. Of course! Yes! Number 1! Residence! Bounce! The hall! Oh! Harrods! I love little fingers that are coming out of her. Your person is so cute. Yeah, she's cute. 15. Holy! Holy! The third! 18! Yeah, you should start it too. Yeah, talking about that number. Oh. Your face is so scary, man. Pestilence. Oh. Oh. Good reflexes. Oh, nice food. Kendo. Ah, okay. Well, oh, that makes sense. And again with the mumble, yes. Information advantage. The test of class A. Oh! Yes. Kind of, yes. He's obsessed. Yeah, he is. I kill you. Yeah, the three rivals. Well, two rivals for Bakugo, actually. Yes. It's hard to tell. Okay, they are noticing that. Yeah, Yorosu. Holy! Holy! Look at the size of that! Holy! That is richness! Look at the plates! Oh! Okay, yeah, she's way too cute. That's a good thing. But now the practical exam. I guess they're gonna fight against the really, really big robots. Why so many teachers? Oh, I love the designs. Stupid mistakes. Yes, exactly. What are you doing there? In the background. Are you serious? They're gonna fight against the teachers? Oh, this is getting better. Oh! This is going to be good. Oh! Oh! Oh, are you serious? Bakugo and Deku? Oh, are you kidding? They are going to fight All Might? How the hell are going to beat that? Okay. Yes, when he's angry especially. Yeah, that's true. Ah. Oh. Holy. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, there is a secret there. So they took decisions. Yes. Okay, I love the way they discuss this. Oh, the rest. Oh, this is kind of a video game, like Street Fighter or something like that. I love it. Oh, this match. Not this one, the last one. Okay. Oh, this one. Oh man. Oh. Half of the body weight, that's a lot. Oh. 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 So yeah, what is his power? Sugar. Sugar rush. Oh, that's a neat power actually. Ah, okay. He has to find a balance in there. Holy! That is a strength! Holy cow! But the problem is that this guy can produce a lot. Yes. Yes. Exactly. He can produce and produce walls and walls and walls. Yes. Yes. Yes, but they are against All Might. Oh. Oh, the effect is going down. Oh. And it's over. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I love his voice. Oh. Oh. And of course it's going to end it there. Ah, man. So yeah, it was a very neat episode. It was... I love the way they portrayed the final exam and the seriousness they took. And of course, the most impactful thing is against the final, let's say the final boss of Kachan and Deku. All Might. How the hell are they going to beat that? But anyway, I'm gonna watch this again and be back with my comments. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 21st episode of the series, of the second season, of course. And Yeah, this episode talk more about the final exam and the way they should be doing it in order for them to go to the camp. What I noticed, of course, at the beginning, again, it's a silly episode. It's not that serious, and at least not in its entirety. It's one of the most relaxed episodes. Because, yes, of course, first they need to pass the freaking written exam. But they gave us kind of a small amount of information about how academic they are. Of course, the last places belong to Denki and to Mina, with 20th and 19th place. And of course, they are so worried because, come on, they are not sure they're going to be able to pass the test. So yes, they are desperate. And they gave us hints of in which place everybody else, but not hints, they told us in which place everybody else is. Of course, there are people who are smarter than the others. I love how Midoriya is not the first place, is the fourth place, or fifth. I think it's fourth. Yeah, I think it's fourth. Then, of course, Ida is second, and I said, are you serious? Ida second? And Todoroki is fifth. And I love how these three are giving lessons or trying to scold and trying to, yes, we must do our best to the last places, being in the top 5 themselves. So yeah, it's, I don't know how to call that, but yeah, it's not nice, let's say. So yeah, those guys. And then, of course, I figured it out, or they told us who is the first place. And, of course, is Yaoyorozu. Because, yeah, she is book smart. Because in order for you to, of course, create what she does, what she creates, you need to have a lot of knowledge of molecular level of structure of the things you want to create. So, yes... she must be extremely smart. But of course, we kind of see again the lack of confidence she has in practical stuff. Going back to the sports festival, she's not sure because she was beaten so easily, and she didn't even figure it out that the command has started. Well, was actually the goal of his rival. So yeah, the confidence in the practical stuff is on the ground, while the confidence in her mind is very high. Yeah, poor Jojo also, the way she looked, the way, oh, I cannot help you in the practical test. And of course, the way she bounced back to this happy place when everybody else asked for their help. Well, not everybody. At least 5 or 6 people asked for her help. She was so happy because she was useful, and in her mind, that's exactly what she wants. She wants to be useful because she wants to be a hero. And the internship she took was not exactly helpful for her. Yeah, the way she was chosen, and etc., etc. So yeah, her confidence went back once a lot of people asked for her help. And then you start to really see how rich Yaoyorozu is. Because she was going to open the hall and have tea and all that stuff, and everybody said, oh god, she's just way too rich. But it doesn't matter because she's so cute when she starts to talk about everything else, because she was so happy once she wants to help. So yeah, it was very cute. It was hard to be angry at somebody like that, even if she said, oh, I'm so rich. But she didn't say with the intention of just showing off. No, well, that's natural for her. That's completely natural for her. Hell, it's very innocent, and I'm going to talk about something I rarely do. John Travolta, I think it was John Travolta, has a plane, a private jet. He can fly that thing and they move from place to place. His daughter is used to just having this plane. But of course, one time it just break down and they have to travel in a commercial airplane. Her daughter asks, "Oh, all these people just have planes and they broke out, right, Daddy?" That is an innocent stuff. She doesn't know better because her world is just her family. So yeah, she just, oh, maybe they have planes, but they don't work too. So yeah, It's like that. That is the attitude of Yaoyorozu here. She's so innocent because she's so used to talk about all this stuff of the holes and the tea and all this. So yeah, it comes out cute and funny and innocent. So yeah, nobody was angry at that because yes, even if she just, as they said, slap you with the difference between how they were raised, it is still cute because it's not it's not delivered with malice. That's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to look for another word. Yeah, it's not delivered with malice. So yeah, she's going to help the rest. And we saw, of course, the difference between the helping bunch. Because Bakugo is going to help Kaminari. No, Kaminari, no. Kirishima, sorry. He's going to help Kirishima and say, I'm going to beat the knowledge into you. That is pretty funny. And of course, we are delivered with a scene in which everybody is studying in their own ways. Midoriya, Ida, Ochako, Bakugo, and Kirishima, and of course Yaoyorozu and the rest. And before they arrive to the house, we see just exactly how rich is Yaoyorozu. Her house is huge, just enormous, man. The chandelier. Oh man, that is riches. What are her parents? What exactly do they do? I want to meet her parents. I mean, come on, the size of that house. But yeah, again, she's so cute and so happy to help that you cannot blame her because yeah, that is her life. So yeah, this moment, this kind of training montage, let's say, studying montage, is shown, and it's a cute way and a fast way to show us what is, to be honest, a boring topic, a written exam, because yes, it's not very exciting to see somebody take a test. So yes, it's a good way to show us all that passing of time. They end the written test, but of course that leaves the practical exam that nobody knows what is the deal there. Luckily, they asked one of their partners, well, not partners, classmates, sorry, I don't know what is wrong with me today. Yeah, they asked one of their pairs, and of course, we're treating with Monoma. Monoma is still salty because they never shine in the sports festival because yes, the first, the second, and the third place and the fourth place were all class 1A. The class 1B was just left behind. I think that Tsutetsu was one of the few was there. The girl with the vines, that's it. Those are the only ones I remember from class 1B. The rest, and of course Shinso, but he was from another class again. It was general studies class. So the rest of the guys were class 1A. So yeah, they were overwhelmed by all these guys. Yeah, he was angry and salty, but of course not everybody from that class is like that. Came to the rescue, hit him, and it was very funny the way she deal with this guy. And again, the god of pestilence, and he was just so salty, and she just forget what he said. You're cool guys. So, and that's when figured out they were going to fight against robots. And yes, I thought they were going to fight a lot of these gigantic robots, but in the back of my mind, I have doubts because yes, Todoroki dealt with those guys in seconds, and I bet now the rest can deal with them quite easily. Even Midoriya, because now Midoriya can control his power a lot more. So even if he find a weak spot in the structure of these huge giant robots, there will be no match for him. And we know that Midoriya could have been done that because now has the strength without destroying himself, and he has the mind for him to be able to, do well in the practical exam against robots. But that wasn't the case. Everybody was happy that it was going to be an easy test. And before the test, we saw again this anger of Bakugo. The anger that we just kind of missed during the entire second season until now. This huge, of course, he was always angry, but not in this kind of anger, this hatred, because he hated the fact that somebody else could be on top of him. And Deku is growing and growing faster than what he is growing, what Bakugo is growing. And Todoroki, of course, again, is very powerful. But even if he beat both, or at least he beat one of them, in this case Todoroki, it's not a satisfactory victory for him because Todoroki didn't give his all. He just used his eyes size against Bakugo. So that's why he was angry. He was angry at both of them because both of them, I think he knows in his mind, are capable of beating him. So he knows that those two are very powerful. And my guess is that these three guys, Bakugo, Todoroki, and Midoriya, are the most powerful ones in this class. Because all of them have incredibly powerful quirks. All of them. Bakugo with the explosions, Todoroki with the fire and ice, and Midoriya with the one for all. So yeah, I bet those are in the top 3 more powerful beings in this freaking class. The rest are more balanced. And of course, most of the, perhaps you think, oh, but the rest could beat Midoriya. Yes, maybe they could beat Midoriya, because they have a better control of their powers. But I still think Midoriya is smart enough, and now with the control he has with the one for all, even if it's just a 5% of this power, I think Midoriya could beat most of them. Perhaps the challenge will be going against Todoroki and against Bakugo, because those two are really, really powerful. But the rest, I don't think Midoriya is going to be beaten by any of them. That is my point of view, of course. That's what I think. So yeah, these 3, and of course, he wants to challenge the most powerful ones. He wants to beat the most powerful ones, and I mean Bakugo. So he's angry because now he's going to have his revenge in his mind. But the problem is that other people are seeing this anger with worrying eyes. Because yes, Bakugo could become a villain, and a very powerful one, and that's what they want to stop. I don't know if they are going to go to the cliche of this guy becoming a villain, with Bakugo becoming a villain. I don't know. The way My Hero Academia works, I don't think that's what they're aiming to. But I don't know exactly what is the deal there. So yeah, I love the way the teachers are worrying about Bakugo. They show that they are observant, and they show they want to take action. So yeah, the final test start, the practical test. And that's when we discover that, of course, they are not going to fight against giant robots. And yes, I should have guessed that from the beginning. And once you think about it, when you see the opening again, it's there. Because we see the teachers and we see the students. And of course, they are being paired up. And yes, once you watch again the opening, the second opening of the second season, you start to see the matches. And you see the reason why some of them were not paired up. We didn't saw, if I remember correctly, Ida, but of course he's going with Ojiro. We didn't saw Todoroki because he was going with Yaoyorozu, and that's why we saw only Yaoyorozu. We didn't saw, well, we saw only Bakugo with nobody else, but of course he was going to be paired up with Midoriya, and yeah, that is pretty exciting. And I know we saw exactly what is the deal with that scene. Those are kind of the final exam, the final test, the practical part of the final test. So yeah, once you see that, and once you saw the pairing ups here, you kind of understand that other part of the opening. And yes, they're going against the teachers. And I love the graphic they put once they announce everybody's rival. First of all, we have Aizawa against Todoroki and Yaoyorozu. It was important because it was just mentioned for them. Because yes, later on they said, okay, yeah, Todoroki is powerful, but he's overconfident and he uses a lot of his quirk. Hell, even the hero killer said this: you depend too much on your quirk. And we saw all of these that they're going to be erased. The quirks are going to be erased, and they will have to deal with their weakness. So yeah, that is going to be a tough match against Aizawa. Because yes, Aizawa is a beast in combat, as we saw in the USG incident. And the other one they announced that it was important, and of course, why not is going to be important, is Midoriya and Bakugo. They weren't paired up because of their abilities. They were paired up because they hate each other. Well, Bakugo hates Deku. Deku kind of admires Bakugo. But the rival they choose for them, All Might, the #1 hero. Hell, even if it's just for a few minutes, All Might is extremely powerful. My guess is they're going to try to run away. Because how the hell do you beat All Might? It's All Might. That is going to be a very exciting episode. Yeah, and the rest were announced. And I love the graphics again. The way they portrayed the rivals. It was kind of a Street Fighter gig there. Everyone even have their fighting poses. I love Mineto's fighting pose like this or like this. Even all of them. I love it. I love that portion because yeah, I could see that in a fighting game, and I would love to have a fighting game with My Hero Academia. That would be great, man. So yeah, we see that, and we saw the first test. And this test was to show how everything is going to work. Because yes, they just pair them up based on their abilities, except for one pair. And they're going against their best match. You need to have a brain, or you need to think a lot in strategy for you to be able to win against the teachers, because they have more experience and they have a better understanding of their quirks. So yes, the first one, and Midoriya very well said that you need to think ahead. You need to analyze the situation. If you go just with brute force, you are not going to win. And that is the problem with the test. It's a lot harder than you think at the beginning, because the teachers thought thoroughly of the way of analyzing their students. Cementos have a clear advantage in the environment and against those two, because those two use a lot of brute force. Yes, they have a lot of energy, but Cementos has an unlimited amount of material to work with. And he will create wall after wall after walls just to tire them up. And even if they reach Cementos, they will be so tired that Cementos again will have the advantage. And even with the ways they have, Cementos has an advantage because he doesn't move that much. He just uses quirk while, well, just not moving. So yeah, that's a huge advantage for him. And these two will just rush ahead without even thinking about the consequences. Without, well, they have the strengths, but you have to look out for your weakness. And that's what the teachers are looking for, the weak spots in their students, so they can teach them and so they can improve. So yes, they were defeated quite easily by Cementos. And the next one, we have Suyu-chan and Tokoyami against Ectoplasm. And that's the end of the episode. We saw when Ectoplasm, or well, the clones were attacking these two. And that's the end of the episode. Yeah, I want to speak about a little bit of stuff that I saw there. We saw again the anger of Boku. And the way he just behaves because he's angry, because he hasn't shown that he's the best without the hint of a doubt. We saw also how Aizawa is very observant of his students, and he wants the best for them. So he's trying to help everybody. I might bet that every single pair we see here has a reason. We saw also the reunion they have, the teachers' reunion. They analyze stuff. They are not just doing things because they need to do them. No, they are analyzing everything and they try to come up with the best solution. If the students are attacked, okay, we need stronger heroes. We need better heroes so we can control all of this. So yes, the teachers are doing a very, very hard work and a very intelligent work here. And now, of course, we saw how are they going to deal with this weakness of their students. So now that we passed the serious stuff, we're going to the silly stuff. The first portion, of course, is Mineta being Mineta being a pervert, because he's just so happy because two very sexy heroes are fighting, and of course it's a cat fight and it's sexy for him. But that again brings us a serious matter, because yes, they use, of course, suits. And these suits, some of them are very skimpy, very short, and I love the way they defend this. Yes, the outfit is sexy, but it's not because we want to make it sexy, but because some quirks use that skin, well, the skin in this case, you mentioned that she can, I don't know, this gas come from out of her skin and that knocks people down. Of course, you need to be exposed skin, and that's why her suit is very sexy, let's say. So yeah, the sexiness is a consequences for the practicality of their suits. And going back to Yaojorosu, her suit is sexy because she needs her skin to be exposed, because that is what creates the stuff she does. So yes, it's sexy because it's a consequences of the practicality they have, not because of being sexy. Of course, that kind of apply, because yeah, my guess is that yeah, I can show a little bit of skin and it's a fan service for the ones who watch the show. But again, it's a well thought plan. Okay, yeah, sexiness is a consequences for practicality. I love that. And again, with the silly stuff, the people of Mineta being in the top 10, I think it was number 9 of best students of the class. I did not expect that. I really expect him to be in the last places. But yeah, he's intelligent, apparently. So yeah, kudos for Mineta. At least he has intelligence. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't recall anything else. It said, yeah, the studying and all of that. Yeah, I think I exhausted the topic for this episode. And it was a lot shorter than the last time. Because, yeah, last time I received a lot of information I have to analyze and kind of, well, say in a manner that makes sense. So, yeah, the only thing I have to say is thank you guys for your attention. Thank you for your views, your likes, your subscriptions, and your comments. If you want to be a subscriber, just click in the button of subscribe, to subscribe, of course, and on the bell so you can get notifications. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. So yeah, see you on the next video, guys. Bye.